Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here and welcome back to this modern house. Let's build. In the last episode we worked quite hard on this weird looking roof and on some of the walls and things in here. I'm speeding about like a speeding bullet. Let me make that a bit more manageable. Now, I need to make changes. People have been suggesting a couple of things. First of all, this floor, this is the easiest change today. It's going to have to change. The wood doesn't really seem to suit the pool, so I'm going to do / replace 5 with 155, which replaces the wood with a nice white granite in my texture pack. It's looking pretty smart. Now, other people didn't like the roof, and some people were calling this house like a Marmite house. Either you love it or you hate it, and I think I have to admit defeat on this roof. It just hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to. It's something to do with the slope, and it's just not good enough. So I went back to my drawing board / back. I copied the house over, and I went for a slightly different design here. So this is kind of my test bed where I might test out a few ideas, and I come up with this kind of curved roof. And I think it's one block too low. I might end up putting it a bit higher, but that is the curve I'm going to be aiming for. And what I'm going to do is actually replace the roof on the modern house with this curvy one and build up all the walls and so on, and just do that off camera because I've spent enough time on roofs and you guys want to see some different progress. So yeah, so be right back in 1 second with this curvy roof in place. And there we go. Curve in place. Took me about an hour and a half to do all this curve, and I think it looks a lot better. Oh, an hour and a half and I still missed a block. Or two. What do you think? It looks a lot smoother. I haven't quite finished it off at that end, but there's potential here. Once we start putting windows in this, I think it'll look a lot better. Just here where I've got the impluvium, if you haven't seen episode 1, an impluvium is kind of a Roman room, or a gap in a Roman room where the rain can come in. And the idea is that room is open to the elements at all times, and the rain can come down and into a little pool. So coming down into the impluvium, I'll show you what I've done. I've put quartz up on the ceiling everywhere again. So the idea that room is now finished. And I've got 2 little closets here with lights, and that can be for shoes and boots and coats and whatnot, like that. Through here, there's still a little bathroom with super high ceiling. Just finish that off, and I've put this here as well, which is a little bit awkward. I might just cover that up like that. In fact, just make some sort of ceiling like that, and get some glowstone in place. Simple as. There we go. We can work on more fancy lighting later on, I suppose. There we go. Why am I leaving that? It kind of looks okay. It looks like little shelves or something like that. We can use that. It could be a sink or shelves or something. Good. So I'm happy with that, and I've got another little closet across here. So 3 little closets in the entrance room. Got to be happy with that kind of detail as well. Let me just put that there. Good. So 3 little closets, impluvium done. The study through here. Oh, it's really dark, so I'm going to take off shaders. The study through here needs quite a lot of work. I took out this little bathroom here. I didn't think it was necessary to have that many bathrooms. A lot of you said that this living room is too small, so that's one of our first jobs to do once I stop showing you the roof and so on. And then through to the dining room. This is all in place now, and I've got a wine cellar in here and a pantry through here. So that's all worked out nicely, I think. So we need light in the dining room. We need light in here, first of all, the main room. So let's cut open the ceiling. Let's start maybe about here. And yeah, go to there and stack that along, I think. So let me select from there to there. Boom. / sit 0. And then we'll stack it. / stack. Let's say 15. And that's going to open up and let a huge amount of light in. Absolutely magnificent, really happy with that. So we need to stack it a bit more. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 probably from the end of this. So let's stack it 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So stack it 24. Should do it nicely. And what I probably could have done was put the glass in as well. So we can just stack this back. 24. And there's a nice glass window. Doesn't it let so much light into the build? It's such a better roof. It really is. Right. More work to be done here. And we'll put another window in as well. So let's get this all absolutely perfect. I'll put the glass. 1, 2, 3. So that should be everything we need. If we select that block as well and just stack this as well. / stack 24, not 214. That would affect everybody else's build on the server, I am sure. So there we go. Oh, it didn't line up with that window. Have I taken this back quite far? Don't need to take it back quite that far. Let's stack it 26 and just take out this bit here. I want to get on and build some more walls in this episode. I'm just trying to make some more progress, that's for sure. And let's just fill this in with little half slabs of quartz. Like that. How have you guys been? I've not been very well. I've been really unwell, but kind of struggling on, trying to make as many Minecraft videos as I can. I'm away at the weekend teaching survival again, but I'll get some videos up for then as well. I've been recording with Corellis as well, so I've got 2 more inspiration series to come out as well. Could have a window here. Could have a window here. Probably about here. Could have a nice big square window. Let's grab some glass. Stick that in. Super simple window. Right there, letting in yet more light into the build. And I think with the picture underneath, which I'm going to slap in right now, that's going to look really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Awkward. Awkward when your walls are 5 wide. I've moved this. I moved this whole wall. I moved this whole wall because I wanted to line up these 3 blocks with the door so that I could do that. But I don't think that's a big advantage. I think it's much better to have this wall moved again. So let's grab this and just shove it back in place. / move 1. Much more important to have a 4 wide gap here, and that way the painting really is going to look good once it's placed. Something like that. All just matches up, you see. All just matches up, and I think that's important. Good. Okay, there we are. This place is starting to look good. Right, this living room is too small, so what I want to do is move this wall back a good deal and just be satisfied with that move. So let's move it. / move 1 minus S moves the selection as well, and it's just going to push everything out the way. Is that big enough? Let's go 1 more block like that, and that's now going to be my living room like that. Let's just bring that round. So that's a much bigger space for a living room. I'm much happier with that. So let's just seal this little room in. That's our cinema in there. And we could have maybe some sort of little bar in here. Just mark that in glass. This is where a future little bar could go. Maybe somewhere, something like that. Little bar like that. And that would mean a little door into the cinema. Just like that. That's much better. Much happier with that. So there's a cinema in there. Okay, we'll come on to that at a later episode. So this is still the entrance here into the study. Not overly happy with this being an entrance into the study. I wonder if we can pinch a bit of space out of this cinema. I wonder if we do something like this. Just making it up here. Pinch some space from that seat and we'll solve that problem when we come to it. And then just bring that along like that. I think I like that a lot better than what we have already, and I think I'm going to have to make this all bedrock. It doesn't really match up when it's all red as well. Yeah, this can go right up to the ceiling, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Oh, that makes connected textures again. This is so frustrating. Let's just bring this up and take this back to here. And we'll just move the whole cinema over by 1. So let me just do this with world edit. So we're going to go from there to there. /set 7. I'll use the Repel brush to paint everything else into place. This is the study. I do want to come back to the study a little bit later on. I do want to fire through into the dining room and do that today. I want to get some light into here. So let's go for... Let's see what happens when we hack out that little teeny tiny window there, which is not really lined up with the dining room table. Oh, damn, that's annoying. It's 6 wide, that window. Frustrating. And that lines up, and that lines up. Oh, wow. Problem. That lines up now, so everything lines up, apart from this wall. So if I bring this wall in, and just make the wine cellar a bit wider, I could do that. That frames the window, so I want these walls to frame the window a bit better. And that wall's now double thick, but that's okay because we can do things like carve out some shelves and things. Put some shelves in there, ornaments and whatnot. That would look good in the dining room anyway. And that keeps everything centered when you look from here. Right, so some more windows, I feel. That would do. Let's bring those back in and get some more blocks. So there is a way of seeing out. Why is that only 5? Well, we can make it 7 like the other ones. There we are. So plenty of light now coming into this dining room. I'm starting to really like this build. I'm starting to actually enjoy it. It's been a bit of a chore, that's for sure. And getting that roof right was absolutely crucial. I told you needed to have faith. You needed to have faith. And trust andyisyoda to get things right in the end, because I am starting to really, really like this. We don't need this to be 8, do we? So that wall kind of sits back by 1 as well, but that's okay because we can do some furniture, some shelves or ornaments or a display case there. Cool. So let's continue constructing. We're not going to be furnishing. Something I've started to do to the doors is change them into light grey stained glass, and I think that looks really, really good. When you leave the middle one as plain glass, it kind of looks like a handle. I like that. You can do it with wooden fences and all sorts of things as well, but with just the plain bit of glass, I love it. It does look like a handle. I think it's even better than the wooden fence. So there's the little doors there. Right. What I want to do is start to build up some walls here in the garage, and then we really have made progress in this episode. I don't know what to make the walls out of, so answers in the comments. I'm simply going to make them out of blocks of coal just now, and then we can, with World Edit, change the blocks later. I don't think I'll put a block there. I'm just going to do that. In fact, I could just be doing this with World Edit. I could have selected all the green and changed it into blocks of coal. If you want to use this texture pack, then there's a link in the description to my server, and on my on my website, which is an engine forums. If you go on those engine forums and click on the texture pack, it's just on the forums. It really is there on the forums. You can just click it easily. Right, if we go from here all the way over to here, we can stack these. Now before we stack these, I'm going to get rid of these blue bits which mark where the cards are going to go, and we need something to represent the doors on the garage. What have I been using? Should we just take pillared quartz, or is it something else? Hay bale. I think I've been using hay bales for these doors. I think that looks good. There's a footballer called Gareth Bale, actually. And I wonder if you're going to attract his attention, you go, "Hey Bale." No? No. Maybe not. I'll just get my coat after that poor joke. Right, so we can stack all this up, I think. So these are the garages, right there. This is a playroom, just here. Let me just finish off the carpet. Playroom for the kids, and in here is going to be a guest room as well. So let's stack these walls up by 4. Stack 4 up the way, and we can get an idea of what this colour looks like. I really don't think I'm liking the coat much at all. That's what I meant to do. So there we go. That can finish off there like that. So the chances are I'm not going to keep the coal. What happened to my windows? Oh, that was stupid. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where the windows go. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the idea is you have. The idea was I was going to have 3 blocks here. So 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. But these 5s are obviously just going to be windows, which I can put in right now. / replace 0 with 102 should give us some simple windows. So I'm not liking that coal. I think it's a bit too dark. Let's try and change it on to bedrock. I don't think that's the answer either. So don't know what's the coal for a block of coal. 173 / replace 1737. There's bedrock. Not liking that much either. We're gonna choose a block, guys, for these walls. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna solve it in this episode. I can't decide. Put it in comments. What do you think the walls should be made of? Maybe you think they should be made of bedrock. Right, I want to put on a bit of a roof. Just a very simple roof, a half slab roof. So we're going to go from there to about here, I suppose. And we're just going to put on a slab roof, and it's dead easy. I don't want it to be too complicated. We can put skylights and stuff into it, but I'm going to pick sandstone slab / set 44 1. Oh, that isn't a sandstone slab, but I quite like the grey. Let's just bring it out by another couple of blocks. So in this episode we have changed the roof big time to more of a curvy roof. We've started to put a bit of detail. I mean, this is not finished. If you think that's finished, it really isn't, people. There's lots of detail and interest to put into that. That's a basic garage, but it's kind of what I was after. Now, I wonder what happens when I extend this. I want to extend this roof probably. I wonder how to do it. I think I might put something like a bit of a clear story window here, like this. So just really thinking now and planning and just guessing ahead. And then go for another roof on top. Like that. And then let's see what happens when I stack this across. So this could be the end really of this episode where we just do a little bit of experimenting. So // stack 6. Let's go for 8. So a little clear story window is going to let a bit of extra light into the build. Really, I'm just playing with blocks at this point here and not really being super serious about this being an actual finished product. So you can kind of see the design process as it's happening here. So this is going to come across, and then these windows are going to come up one. And then we'll stand back and have a look at our work, maybe put on the shaders, and see if this is something we could live with. Shaders on, everything looks better with shaders. KUDA shaders. And someone come to visit. Someone's come to visit, says Andy. Yeah, okay, so this is the basic structure. We need to make it look good after this. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Is it derp? The idea is I want to have this kind of all the way around with the clear story window. I think that's going to look okay. And just a flat roof elsewhere. Is it too dull? Too boring? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video if you can. How is this looking? This is looking derp from out here. I'm not sure. I think it actually looks pretty good. We're getting there. Bit by bit, we are getting there. A little bit of roof to repair, and then we are a done deal. Thank you for hitting that like button. People have been smashing the like button on this series, so thank you so much. If there's something else completely different you want me to do on my channel, let me know. I'm open for suggestions. At the tail end of August here, I'm actually really open for suggestions about other games and so on. But yeah, that'll do. Progress made. Thanks for watching. Ciao ciao for now. May the blocks be with you.
Come in, put your name